Like I'm usually in my pajamas getting ready to watch Top Chef. All right. So thank you everybody for coming. You can feel free to jump in. I'm just going to kind of go through our spiel, but you could feel free to be like, hey, can I ask a question here so that you don't forget, or you can wait till the end. Completely up to you. But my name is Nikki, and I am the director of the Melville campus that is brand new to Camps R Us this year. My lovely friend of what we decided is over 12 years is Mark Stegman.
Except she doesn't know my last name.
I don't know your name. Mark Stegman, who is my program director at at Melville. We were at Baldwin, sorry. So welcome and thanks for coming. And we're going to have a really great night tonight. So everybody ready? Here we go. So we're going to talk about the 4 main points of Camps R Us tonight: the arrival and dismissal, our camp day, how we do health and wellness, and how to register. And you can feel free to ask me any question you want. There is no question that is inappropriate or crazy, because we're sending our kids and trusting our kids with people we don't know. So I want you to feel at the end, I know these people and I want my kids to be with them. Camps R Us has been in existence for 26 years now, which is great. They started in Hicksville with 1 campus, and now they're growing to their 11th campus. And that's us, brand spanking new, which we're so excited about. And Mark and I got to recently go visit the campus. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is fully air conditioned, which is like, woohoo, because usually they're not. We have beautiful rooms and state-of-the-art classrooms. So we're really super excited for our campers to come and see this. So here we go. So here is Melville, the outside. So the only difference for this campus compared to the others is ours is really just the church. The church was building a school and then stopped. So over here on this side, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but these are classrooms right here of where they started. And then we're going to use the basement also. And then there's a whole big field, and there's the parking lot on the other side. So there's a lot of space. We're going to make sure everything's safe and coned off. They do church during the day for 1 hour, but the kids will be doing something by the time that starts and ends. But it is just a beautiful, gorgeous facility. We're so happy to be there. The regular camp season is from June 28th to August 20th. It's an 8-week program. The great thing about our program is you customize it to what you need. So if you don't want to come 8 weeks, you can come any of the 8 weeks that you want. You can skip and then come back. You can go in a row. It's completely up to you. The camp day starts normally at 8:40 and goes till 5:10. That's the regular camp day. If you needed before service or after service, that's from 7:30 until 8:40, or from 5:10 to 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is our late drop-off, late pickup, pardon me. Those are for an extra fee. The morning one is an $8.50 fee, and the afternoon is a $6 fee, but that's only when you need to use it. So like if there's a day that you want to get to work early, or you're doing something, whatever, or you need to pick up late because you want to stay at work late to get things done, that's fine. You don't even need to call us. You could just show up. We open the doors at 7:30 and we close the doors at 6. So that is a great feature that we have. And then we do have July 5th off, just so you know. So the second week of camp, the Monday is closed. After that, okay, so let's go on. All right. So arrival and dismissal for Melville. If you don't know the church, there actually is an entrance and an exit to the whole property. So the entrance, you're going to come in. You're going to bear to the right. You're going to see a table right there after you've turned, and you're going to stay in your car. We're going to come to your car, say good morning, greet you, say hi to your camper. We're going to take their temperature and ask you a couple of questions about, making sure that you're feeling well, if there's anything we need to know. And then once everything's clear, you're on your way. We do that every morning for temperature checks. And we temperature check the staff every day also. So this is not like we're just doing your kids and not us. Everybody gets temperature checked, even when we have people come into the building, like when we have Darlene Graham or any of our other shows and stuff, we temperature check and ask them all the same questions. And we keep record in a book that's on the table at our front desk every day. So this way then the health department sees that we're keeping sure that everybody is safe and well. And then in the afternoon for pickup, you're gonna park your car. We're gonna bring you your child to your car. So we are really a valet service. No parents are allowed in the building unless we are asking you to come in for any reason to meet with us in our office. But other than that, we're going to drop your kids off right to your car. You'll come and we'll make sure there's somebody outside that identifies you. You'll get a card for your car saying you're camper. So this way, then we're trying to make things easy and fast for you. And then you're going to go out the same way. So literally it's like a circle both times, which is fabulous. Okay, so last year we had a super great year, not one COVID case in all of camp when we ran last year, including staff and administration. And that's the way we really want to keep it this year. So a couple of things you need to know about our camp. First of all, our camp is from 3 and 4 year olds to our C2s are 15 going into 9th grade. Nope, I'm sorry, coming out of 9th grade. Everybody every day is temperature check. Like I said, we have sanitation, hand washing stations and sanitizers everywhere around the building. So every time a camper comes in, they're washing hands. And every time they go to another area, they're washing hands. So we're constantly making sure things are clean, as well as Mark and I and the rest of the staff go around and we make sure we wipe the doorknobs often and the stairwells and anything like that. And the campers, counselors will be wiping tables and chairs down every time we finish using them. So this way we really work hard on keeping that cross-contamination away. Super successful last year with that. The kids go to an array of different activities. We have art. We don't have a gym, but we have a humongous multi-purpose room that we're going to be using. We have a game room and an arcade. The arcade has a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Wii, and the little mini Nintendo system.
Did you say PS4? I didn't.
PS4? I might have. I'm not sure. We have all the electronics, everything they need, but they don't play it. They don't play it all day, so they only get a little time there. But we separated them so the game room has a pool table, an air hockey table, and a ton of board games and card games and stuff. And then the electronics is in another room, so it's actually just another activity for them to do. We also do dance. We have the blacktop, which is where we do basketball and go-karts and kickball. And that's in the parking lot in the corner closest to St. Anthony's. There's a humongous I keep saying humongous, but everything's humongous parking lot there for us. Then we also have the giant fields on the side of our building where we can play kickball and baseball and soccer, and we can do a lot of other things. We don't have a...
If I might intervene here.
Of course.
The good thing about those fields is that they're set back from the road.
Yes.
So it gives us a lot more safe space, but a lot more space to play and run and do all the things we want to do now and just get out and enjoy the weather. And
yes.
So lots of options on those 2 fields.
Absolutely. We don't have a playground, but we are looking at getting some play activities for the little kids for outside. And then we do water time every day. We have sprinklers and a giant water slide and all kinds of things. So we encourage the kids to bring their bathing suits and their water shoes. They can change, or they can do their clothes and bring another set of clothes. Like some of the older kids don't want to change, so they just do it in their clothes, and that's fine. It's really whatever you feel most comfortable with. The little ones do like to change into their bathing suits, or you can come in your bathing suit and change when you're done. We try to do the littlest ones in the afternoon when it's the most hot, because that's when it's most comfortable for them to get wet. And we give them playtime in the morning when it's cooler out, so for not wet time. Okay, and then we do a STEM program, which is science and nature and such. We also have an EduCamp program. So if this is completely optional and it is free of charge, but if you want your child to continue their learning during the summertime, it's a tutor that comes in for a half an hour. They come in and they work with your child for a half an hour, 2 times a week. And they work on stuff to keep their grade going. So that's a great option for you. And we also have soccer shots that comes in once a week, and they work on soccer skills. And that is all the way up through 6th grade. The TTKK is free. The grades 1 through 6, it's $10 a week. You can choose if you want to do it or not do it. It is optional. And if your child is going on a trip that week and they decide that they can't do soccer because they're on the trip, we don't charge you for that day that you don't do it. So every week we only charge you when you actually use stuff, which is great. So, on top of all, go ahead, Love.
Oh, yes. This is my favorite. So we're also thinking of new programs that we could create this year. So anything from music, like playing instruments, which is actually Nikki's forte, nature, which I love, science, which I love, yoga, Legos, and much, much more. We're still in the process of working into our camp day. So there's going to have all new programs there. Some programs that do come in are the petting zoo, which we had last year, which when we were in Baldwin, which was great. They had that little, what animal was it, Nikki, that we all got to hold and pet? The
Oh
little,
my gosh, was it a llama?
it was a llama. Yes,
A
it was a
baby
baby llama
llama?
that fit in my hands like a little
Oh my
baby.
gosh,
It
she was
was
so
really,
cute.
really cute. So, and they all got to hold it if they were able to hold it, if the llama wasn't bigger than them. So we have the petting zoo, the magician, we had singers like Darlene Graham, performers, robotics programs, book readers, and Kaboom Kids, which was new last year, which the kids loved.
It's a
They
hip
learned,
hop dance crew.
yeah, and they learned a lot of dance stuff. As Nikki said before, everyone who comes in is temperature checked. They get this COVID screening process like we have every day. And we have obviously trips, which we were talking about. Nikki,
Yes. Okay,
I mean, we have some. I know the pool and bowling, I could definitely say I know.
Okay, so the pool is not yet in, just so you know. We're waiting.
Okay.
The pools are all waiting for their CDC guidelines. So we have it that we're scheduling it for which day we want to go. It's going to be once a week for 5 weeks. They get to go to the pool. It is also optional for any campers that don't want to go, because some kids don't. It's only a half a day. So if they don't, they can stay back. And anybody who doesn't want to go that day will stay back. Same thing with bowling. Bowling will be once a week, 5 days a week. And they can choose if they want to go or not go. And we will have people that will stay back. The TTs, the Tiny Tots, they don't leave campus at all, our 3 and 4 year olds. So we'll always have somebody staying back. And then Mark or I usually stay back, depending on what. For swimming, Mark always goes swimming because he's our.
The bowling is once a week for 5 weeks, not 5 days. Just so
1 week, 1 day a week for what I say.
You said for 5 days.
Oh no, one day a week for 5 weeks. Okay.
So,
and then we have really cool trips. So we usually have a lot of trips planned, but because we're coming back into COVID, we're taking it very easy. The bus rules are that the cohorts have to go on their own bus. So for instance, if your child is in the 1-2 program, which how we do our program is if whatever grade your child is finishing, that's the group they're in. So if they just finished kindergarten, they're in the KK program. If they just finished grades 1 or 2, they're in the 1-2 program, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have to travel on their own bus, which makes it a little tricky because if the groups are not big, we have to try to figure out how we're going to share. But they're each going on their own trip. So kinder camp is going to the little gym. 1 and 2 are going mini golfing. 3 and 4 are going to the Bronx Zoo. 5 and 6 are going to Tiki Action Park, which is go-karting and it's go-karting, mini golf, and arcade.
yes.
Yes, and 7, 8 is going to the Adventure Park. That's in Dix Hills. It's the rope course and stuff.
The zip line.
Yes, zip lining and rope course. There's also extra trips. So go ahead, Meredith.
I forgot to unmute myself.
Oh, that's okay.
So I have a quick question. Like when they're on the bus, will they have to wear masks
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was going to get to that.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a great question. That's the mask question comes up every time.
And Mark knows I'm very concerned.
Yes.
Jason was supposed to come last year, but I chose not to because we have a house of state. So we just did our own thing last summer.
Sure.
But he needs to be with friends.
Mm-hmm.
He's 7. He needs to,
I'm with you 100%.
My only concern is I know in the cohorts they don't wear them, which is fine. But on buses and like if they're going to the pool, like do they have to wear them out in the public and then they take them off?
Yes.
Okay.
So when they're on the bus, they'll wear them. The good thing is that they have to wear them on the bus because it's more enclosed, even though we have to open all the windows on the bus. The buses are still air conditioned and they'll pump the air conditioning up to make it as cool as possible. But we have to open all the windows on the bus to keep the circulation of air. So they'll have to keep their mask on, even though they're with their cohort, because they're with a bus driver that they don't know, that we don't,
Was my
And also,
go ahead, Mark,
to add on to that, I think if I remember correctly, that they're trying to limit the bus trips to no more of being on the bus for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
now it's going to be hotter and they don't want them as close and all that other.
Yes. I mean, granted, the Bronx Zoo is not a 20-minute trip, but
Right. Well, yeah.
you know,
I was just thinking that.
we're gonna hope it is. No, but we're trying to really make sure that all the kids are safe. Like I said, they're still making sure that they're air conditioned, and they're just gonna pump it up before they get there, and then they'll open all the windows. They will wear their mask at their wherever they are. And then the only time they'll take it off is if they go swimming or if they're eating, they'll take the masks off for that kind of stuff. The other trips that we're going on is we're going to Adventureland. That is grades kindergarten through all the way up to C2. Again, it is optional. We're hoping all the kids will want to go, but if any kid doesn't want to go, we're going to have a small group stay back. And then there's the Mets game, which is grades 3 through up, like all the way up to the end. That is an additional fee trip. I don't know how much it costs. It depends on the ticket. And then you can bring money for food. Hi, Talia.
It's all right.
So that's another great trip if they want to go on. And again, they will wear their masks on the bus, and they will wear their masks in their seats. They will be social distanced. They'll stay in their cohort while they're sitting, but they'll be separated from other kids in our area. So we're really trying hard.
Can I ask one more question? I'm sorry.
Of course.
So, like, when they go to Adventureland, will they be wearing them the whole time there, or they won't have to? Because I'm assuming it's going to be open to public, or do you guys?
No. So this is the great thing. Adventureland is only opening for Camps R Us, which is great. However, because we're mixing with all the other Camps R Us camps, and it's all the different ages, they're going to keep their masks on. They can definitely take breaks. They're going to take a ton of breaks because it will be warm, but they'll have to wear them for a good portion of the day.
And I think the only other time they have to wear their masks on campus is when two groups are crossing.
Right. Or if the whole campus together.
Or the whole campus is together.
Yeah. We're really trying to make sure that they don't have to wear them, but that everybody is safe. And what I love is as of right now, all our staff at Melville is fully inoculated. We're all inoculated already. So, which is great. And they really are encouraging us because we're considered essential workers camp people. So they're making sure that we get our shots. They're encouraging, they're not forcing us, but they are encouraging us. But our camp alone right now, the people that are hired have all gotten 2 shots. So that's great. And then so that's all the trips, and bowling and swimming. Bowling, they will have to wear their masks also. If we can separate them on the lanes more, that they are not too close to another cohort, we could definitely take the mask break. And of course, when they're eating, they'll take their mask break also. Lunch. Let me just see. Okay, that's health and wellness. We'll go. So lunch, you bring lunch every day. You can bring whatever you want. We are health conscious, allergy conscious. So anybody who has an allergy, we sit them at a table together. So this way, then all the kids that love peanut butter or any other kind of thing can still bring it. But our kids are super safe. We also wash the tables constantly to make sure there's no cross-contamination. But you can bring something cold. We refrigerate all the lunches, and you can bring something to get heated up because we have microwaves. So we make sure that the kids really get some nice, fun lunches. Friday is going to be Pizza Friday, which I forgot to write down, and I'm going to write that down so I remember. But Friday is Pizza Friday. I don't know if it's that they're paying for it or they're charging per slice or whatever, but we were doing Pizza Fridays this year, which is super fun. We also we give the kids snack in the afternoon, and we do juice and water all day long. No matter how, they can come and refill as many times as they want to throughout the day. And they can, of course, use the bathroom. We have 3 beautiful bathrooms, and they can use the bathroom as much as they want after drinking all the water that they want to drink. There are times too, I will tell you, Mark and I, we love spoiling the kids. So there are times that we do special snack for the kids that are on us. They're just our thing that we like to do. Last year, we actually did, on Mark's birthday, we got a cake. So we did cake And another day we did something special and we did
Did we do ice? No, ice cream was
Italian ices. We did Italian ices for the kids one day. It was just, we were small last year, so we were like, let's treat the kids. But we do have like special things, like we do have ice cream day and other kind of special theme days that we do at camp. They're still getting scheduled, and the schedules will be out the calendars will be out very soon. They're actually just adding in a couple of extra things. Like we have Shindig that we do, which is a giant barbecue / carnival, super successful as always. We have another event. Oh, we do the Pinewood Derby every year, and the kids all make their own cars in art class, and then we race them. So we do a lot of really fun things. So they're putting all those things into the calendar. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cohorts. So like I said, all the kids. So downstairs in our main room, there are 6 smaller rooms off of the class, small classrooms that are off the main room.
Multi-purpose room.
And each cohort will have their own room. So the TT room will have one, 1, 2 will have their own room, and so far all the way around. That's where they can store their stuff for the day, not lunches. Lunches go in the cafeteria, but everything else will get stored there. And that's where they can take their masks off and they can have other times. So if they don't want to go to the game room necessarily, or if they have free time in their schedule and they want to bring games back into their room, they can do it there. So this way, then it's like their free space. They can take their masks off in all the other areas too, as long as there's no other cohorts there. But I'm just like, that's just their
But if they want to
base.
keep it on, of course.
Yes, they can totally keep it on. If they're like,
Correct.
if you're telling them to keep it on, that's fine. I mean, the great thing is a lot of the kids are already used to it for school, unfortunately. But and we really try to make them aware of it. But also, like I'm the mom, like my 4-year-old last year came to camp and he wouldn't keep a mask on. But the staff is masked all day long, except for lunch, and they sit back from the kids, like they watch the kids, but they stand back from them so that they can eat their lunch also. But they stay masked all day long. But my 4-year-old wouldn't mask, so there were days that I had to like just like hope that he was okay and stuff. But and like I said, I was super. And if he was even like remotely sick, he stayed home, which was never anyway. So, all right, let's see. Staff safety in first. So all of our group leaders, as well as Mark and I, and all our teachers are first aid, CPR, EpiPen trained. So we all are, we've been certified for years. We get recertified every year. Camp, you're required to recertify for CPR, it's every year, and first aid, it's every 3 years. EpiPen, I think, is 3 years also. It kind of goes with the first aid. And we also have done, last year we did a COVID training where we learned about contact tracing and stuff. We had to take a really long program to learn about that because they wanted us to really be very aware of what we were doing, what we were telling parents, how we were going to trace the kids if somebody did come down with COVID, to make sure what we had to do. We're working on having nurses on staff this year. That's not, we're not sure how that's working or if we're sharing a nurse. There is a nurse for the entire campus, Joanne, but like I said, we're the health designees on campus at all times. And Mark and I have been in camping way longer than we want to admit.
No, I'll admit it.
Okay.
16 years? No, since I was 16. Since I was 16.
And you're 104 now, so
and
it's a really
I
long
look good
time.
for 104.
I know, you look good.
And a teacher for 25 years.
Yeah. So, and thank God a lot of us are teachers. So we're really getting, like, we've been doing it in school and now we're doing it at camp. So we're having all those safeties into motion. Just so you know, you are going to be required to have your child's physical. If your physical is from September of last year, it's still good for September of this year. It's always a year from when you do it. So don't think you have to go. If you did it like in January, that's perfect. That's fine. If you did it in August, that's fine. As long as when the new one comes, that's when you have to redo it. But all the kids have to do that. And there's a bunch of other paperwork that you have to sign and fill out, but that's all there for you. But your physical and immunizations have to be in before the first day of camp. Good. Staff is background checked. Staff is fully trained for many, many days. We have a full week of training, and then we train throughout the summer camp year, anytime we have to go over things, we'll do like the faculty meeting and go over stuff that we need to work on. Everybody, including myself, gets evaluated 2 times a year. And we always make sure at the end of the day that we conference to make sure that we know what we need to do for the next day or to keep us updated of anything that happens. Your group leader will always contact you if your child gets hurt. We honestly, for me and Mark, we do it regardless. Like, not if they get a little cut boo boo, we'll tell you at the end of the day, but anytime they bang their head or they really hurt something or they have a bigger scrape, we make sure we make that phone call to you. We also make sure that if your child had, a rough day or whatever, we'll let you know that too. If we feel like it's pertinent that you have to know during the day, we will call you and let you know. We've really never had that happen. The kids, they want to be together and they want to play, but every once in a while you get roughhouse and somebody, said
Especially
something.
now.
Yeah, and
Especially
we want to
now.
make sure that you know exactly what was said and who said what and how we're going to make sure that we all get along, because the biggest thing we work on in camp is kindness, working together, especially in these times. We need to be extra kind. There's no need for any kind of nasty play, nasty mouthing, or anything like that. We want to make sure we have a beautiful camp day where we just have fun. Good. Okay, registration. So when you decide to come to our lovely campus, you are going to go to campsarus.org and you're going to hit Camp in Touch and you're going to create an account. And you're going to put all your information in and you'll be able to click what weeks you want, what days you want. Like I said, we're very buildable. So you can pick as many weeks as you want and as many days as you want in the week. So for instance, let's say you want to come for 5 weeks, but on Fridays you go away for your weekend to your Pennsylvania home, you can do a 4-day week. A 4-day week. So this way then you pay for Monday through Thursday and you don't pay for Friday. Or if you know that you also don't come back on Mondays, you could do a 3-day week. So which is great. So you can pick and choose your days and your weeks. The only thing we do ask is that you actually pick them. So if you want to wait for the calendar to come out for you to actually pick which weeks, you have until June 1st to switch them. So even if you put in tentative dates for now because you want to solidify your spot, which I would definitely recommend because now we're getting more people. But if you decide before June 1st, when the calendar comes out, if you need to change something, you just call up or email Dorothy. And I'm in the office a lot, and Tracy, one of our regional directors, is in a lot, and one of us will finagle your schedule to make it work for you. We also offer a mini day and a half day. The mini day is from 9 to 2, and the half day is from 9 to 12. But we're kind of like the BJs of camp. Like the more you do, the lower the amount of the week is. So I definitely recommend like 9 to 2 or 9 to 4. The difference is like $100, honestly. So if you really want your camper to come for the full day, I would definitely recommend it. I'm sorry, it's 2 to 5. So, but there's
the mini day and half a day is only for tiny tots, right?
No, it's for everybody this year.
That's for everybody?
Yeah, that's a big change that they're making to make things more convenient for our families, especially since we know that some of you are like really skeptical about coming to camp and making sure that everything is very safe. So that's why that's a big program that they're doing. They also have discounts. If you have 2 children coming, it's 5% off both children. If you have 3 or more children, it is 10% off all the children. Usually other camps do the first one's full price, the second one's 5%, the third one's 10%, and that we don't do that. The first one, if you just have one, it's full price. But if you have 2, it's 5% off both kids. And then if you have 3 or more, it's 10% off every child. We also have a workforce discount. It's $100 off each child. There's a long list on there of all the different things like Northwell, police force, hospitals, banking, teachers. Like there's a ton of things on there. If your work company is not on that list, you can always go to your HR and ask them to contact us and we can get you on the list. You just have to, there's like a paper that they have to fill out, which is super great. Once you've made your decision and you find out how much actually everything is at the end, you can set up what kind of a payment plan you'd like to do. You can pay in full, or you can put your $300 deposit down and you can either tell them when you want the money pulled from. Like some of our customers have like that they get pulled out every 2 weeks when they get their paycheck. So this, and tell them how much, that by the end they're done. As long as you're paid in full by August, it's fine. Or Gary has it that you just get whatever day you want pulled out for your monthly payment. Like I said, the earlier you register, if you register in April, then it's May, June, July, August. So it's giving you 4 months to pay for everything and stuff. So that's another great thing. And also Gary is very flexible if you need to change your day or your week of your payment. As long as I said, as long as you're showing him that you're paying, he wants to make camp affordable for everybody. He wants the whole world to come to camp, which is what I love, because I think every kid should go to camp. It's such a beautiful, fulfilling experience for kids. So we definitely try to make it as workable as possible. And I think I did everything. So now it's question time.
I just want to say, when is our next open house, just so they know if they want to pass along any to their friends and families. When is our next one, Nikki?
I want to say, hold on. Let me look on my, see if I put it in my calendar. I want to say April 20 something.
I was gonna say
Because we're doing
24th.
2 a month. We're doing 2 in April and 2 in May because we're new. We wanted to get parents to have more time.
Oh, it's the 24th
Okay,
at 12 o'clock.
at 12 o'clock. Okay,
So I think we're also trying, it's up in the air, I think, but we're also trying to do a one in June that will be in person.
yes, we're working on
So
that. So that
that
you
you
can get a
could
tour.
see the actual church and everything of where your kids will be, because that would be nice too.
Yes, so feel free to ask me any questions.
So this link we can't share. Like if I wanted to show my son's father, does he have to sign up, or can I share this link? Will he be able to see it?
Oh, so after, you're talking about this virtual meeting right now?
Yeah.
So we're recording the meeting right now.
Okay,
And every time we finish an open house, we post them up so people can watch them.
okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be on the Facebook page.
It'll be on the Facebook page. And I think I know they definitely put it up there. Great question. Anything
Everything
else?
said about the masks, I had the same question. And then, so every day they'll do something with water, and then once a week they'll go to the pool.
Correct.
Right. And
Let
will
me
we
tell
know
you.
which,
Go ahead.
will we know which day of the week that is? Though that's going to be on
Yes.
the, okay.
Yes, it's going to be the same day during the week. I don't remember what day we are looking to do it. I forget because I was helping plan all of the camps at their pool, so I don't remember
No,
what day
I
I picked.
understand.
But
Okay.
it will be the same time, same day and time every day. So if you want to arrange, so even if you decide to do a mini day and it's 9 to 2 and we do pool in the afternoon that we're not back till 2:30, that's fine. Just come at 2:30. I'm not like a stickler like that. I'm not going to be like, your kid can't go to the pool because we have to leave. Bye. See you later. No. And same thing. If you knew that a thing is coming in the afternoon, we can always alter your hours. So this way, then your child can stay for those things. So we're totally flexible with that thing.
One thing, if I sign up for the whole day, which is fine, and
Yeah.
he oversleeps a little bit, because sometimes he doesn't stay with me every night. He stays with his father. Is he
Okay.
allowed to come late, even though I'll
Oh,
pay
yeah.
for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's totally fine. Totally fine.
Right.
And you could do one or two things. Like you don't have to call, but if you want to call, so I come and get him out of the car, because after 9 o'clock, we are going to close the doors because then church starts at 9:30, and I wanted to be quiet for church for that 1 hour. So you could just call and be like, "Hey, Nikki, I'm here. Can you come get my kid from the car?" And we'll come get him right away. So
Yeah, because unfortunately, if he's not with me, they tend to run a little late.
that's fine.
So I don't want him to miss out, because sometimes he stays with his aunt during the summer,
Sure.
so there'll be things
No,
like,
that's totally fine. Totally
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Let me talk about the pool some more, just so that you know, in case we do go swimming. So the kids, all grades from three, come on, Nikki. All grades from 3rd grade and up have to get swim tested. And they're either a swimmer or a non-swimmer. If the pool is 4 feet and your child happens to be a little shorter, the water has to come chest level. If your child, it's not chest level, even though they're an awesome swimmer, they're not allowed in the deep end of that side of the pool, because and that's not a camp rule, that's a health department rule. They have to be chest deep when they stand on the floor. It's for their safety.
And also I could say from my own kid's point of view, he's not a swimmer. So if I know my son did not want to be swim tested, they don't have to be swim tested, but then they have to go to the little pool
Right. And we don't know what we're
or a
using.
sprinkler pool. If they
Right.
have to go.
We're using the Dix Hills
Dix
pool. I
Hills,
don't
yeah.
know what that looks like. I know our old pool that we used to go to had a smaller pool that was like 2 or 3
1,
feet.
2 feet.
Yeah, 2 feet. And then it had a sprinkler park. What do you call that? A sprinkler park.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
spray
it was
park.
really cool.
Yeah, spray park type thing. So whatever, I don't know what this pool looks like. I haven't looked at it yet. But that's what we could do. So your child, we had kids that were great swimmers and they were like, I don't like going in the pool. And I was like, well, if you want to go and walk around in the water park, that's fine with me. I don't care. So we
Yeah.
would take them to the water park. All the kids have a buddy. They get a bracelet telling us what if they're a swimmer or non-swimmer. So even our even our KKs, they wear an orange bracelet to tell us that they're non-swimmers. So that's where they're supposed to be. They also wear our camp colored bracelet that is for our campus in case there's another campus there or another camp there. We always have identification with them. Mark, as well as another person, will be our pool activity leader at the pool. We also have the water safety instructor at the pool. Of course, there's the lifeguards at the pool. So there's a lot of people. And then the staff doesn't swim with the kids. What they do is in the big pool, they'll make a square using the wall and the kids play in the area that the staff is watching them. And literally they're standing there and watching them. I let them go in the water to cool off, but they stand in the water and make a square so that they can watch the kids. The smaller pool, they do a different, same kind of thing, concept, the square. And then for the water park, the staff stands all around the area to make sure that everybody is covered and their eyes are glued on the children. So this way, you know.
Second graders don't have to test?
No, they don't have to. A lot
If
of times, say again, Meredith, I'm so sorry.
Are they allowed to, or it's only third and up?
It's usually third and up. I mean, if you have a very tall child that can go like the 4 feet pools, those 4 feet pools, because you know that they usually fill the water all the way up to the top and it like bounces over. If he can't stand chest level, they're not going to even let him in the pool. So,
Okay.
on
Yeah,
that
no, he's,
pool.
well, I was just curious.
Yeah.
He's almost me.
Yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah.
you.
No. Curious.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Certain places like the bowling alley, if they wanted to buy lunch there, they can. You just send money with your child. If your kid is small, but you're like, oh, they want to buy a piece of pizza today, that you can give it to the group leader. That's fine. I don't always encourage it because ordering food takes longer and then they don't get to play as much. But sometimes they like to have a special treat because, like if they just want to order a pretzel or something, that's fine. But I always encourage them to bring their lunch. What else? What else can I tell you? I babbled a lot.
No, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I try. I've been in camping a long time. I just got to change the spiel from my old spiel to my new spiel. So it's all good.
As we did in Baldwin, I know I keep saying Baldwin, but that's just where we're from. So the camp had theme days last year. So what did they have? Shark Tank Day.
Yeah, Shark Day.
Shark Day. So Nikki and I went to art, went to dance, went to all these different activities. And we thought of things that would have to do with sharks. So whatever, actually I have mine.
And we're having those theme days again this year. We're actually putting them together. Some of them are really cool. We're doing a Willy Wonka Day. We're going to do a Dr. Seuss Day. We're going to do a Harry Potter Day.
Just so you can see, pardon the mess in my son's room because we're repainting his room. But I wanted to show you, this was like what we did in Shark Day. We had all the kids paint sharks, and
we did like the paint night thing.
Right. So we did this. We had a video for the kids. The counselor's helping all the kids paint. We gave them little, canvas boards.
Yeah.
This was my son's, so but they loved it. So we tried to incorporate our own activities into what the camp has.
Mark and I, we've been in camping a long time, so we constantly research what we can do to make things interesting. And we ask the kids too. We want to make sure that if there's certain things that they really want to do, we have those accessibilities for them. So we really try to make it something that everybody loves to do. Anything else?
Definitely.
Everybody's good? Okay.
Thank you.
So, of course, no, it's my pleasure. So on the questions, you'll see that we have the info@campsaurus.org. That's our email. And then there's the camp phone number there. You can call us anytime if you have more questions. I'm on Facebook. You can go right to our Melville Facebook page, and Mark and I answer it all the time. So if you want to put something up there and ask a question, go right ahead. If you're like, Nikki, I need to talk to you privately, just, send me a pin, like a little, like, what do they call them? A PM, a DM? I always forget what they're called. PM, private message me.
No,
And I'm happy to talk to you. But yeah, feel free. And please tell your friends and your children's friends, like, we're open and we're looking forward to having a great camp summer. Like I said, we have like the best facilities, the best. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Great.
And yeah, Meredith, you could private message me, you know that. If we
You're probably be private messaging you on it.
You sound like a stalker when you say that.
No,
Stop
I
it.
didn't mean it. She knows what I mean. We've been friends forever. Come on.
That is the one thing I love about our camp. Like, Mark and I have been friends since like the dawn of time. Our TTKK person, Tina, and I have been friends since I was 15 years old. And now I'm 20. I know I look so good. But and she's the most amazing teacher for little kids I have ever met in my whole life. She is the best. My son is autistic and came at 4 years old, and she had him ship shape, like, okay, Carter, it's time to go. Okay, Carter, it's time to do this. I was like, please come home and live with me and do that, because we don't get that at home.
Right.
She's just fantastic. Liz has been with us. Liz is another one. She's coming from the Baldwin campus with us to Melville. She's our 7-8 director, and she's been with us. This will be her 4th year, because it's my 4th year.
Same as you.
4th year. She's fantastic with the older kids. She's also a kindergarten teacher during the school year. So everybody that we hire wants to be with kids and wants to participate and do the stuff. That's what I love about our camp. And Mark and I are very specific when we look to hire people to make sure that they love camp and love kids as much as we do. I mean, he has 2 children. I have 2 children. Our whole life, we're teachers during the school year. He teaches elementary school. I teach, and he's special ed, and I'm music, K-12, and I do all kinds of things with them. So kids are our life. This is our whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, my 3-year-old is coming for the first time, and she's like just
a
excited.
terror. No, she's awesome. I love her.
You'll
Aren't
see.
they all at 3?
We are.
Don't
Listen,
worry.
mine was a terror at 1, 2, 3, 4, and just keep going. But yeah, so really.
Sarah.
So if you have any questions, reach out to anybody. I really hope you join us this summer. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
Yes, it was very professional, and
Oh,
it
thank
worked.
you.
Like, I saw it on Facebook. One of my girlfriends liked it, and I was like, because I'm in the market for, because last year was these 4 kids, like, how many times can I go in the pool? And so this was great,
Good. I'm so glad, Danielle.
Good,
Thank you
good.
so much. I'm so
Thank
glad.
you. And then I'll look for it so I could have my son's father look at it too.
Okay.
And maybe, he'll come to the open house or whatever.
Yes.
So, okay.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And everybody
Oh,
have
it's
a
my
good night.
pleasure. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Meredith. Bye, Nikki.
Bye,
Nikki.
Mark.
Bye, Meredith.
Bye, Meredith. It was so
Yeah.
nice meeting you.